In this video, we are going to set up a custom asset or custom token in the Ravencoin blockchain. Now, we all know that the Ravencoin is based on the Bitcoin blockchain. So it inherits everything from the Bitcoin. In fact, the code is also based on the Bitcoin blockchain. So, but it adds the additional functionality that you can create a custom assets or custom tokens into the Ravencoin blockchain. In Bitcoin, there's a native token which is called the Bitcoin itself. You can own it, you can receive it, you can send it to other addresses. But the thing is that you cannot customize the Bitcoin according to your own needs or your business needs. Or maybe you can issue additional custom tokens into the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's where the Ravencoin blockchain comes in. As I said, that it inherits everything from the Bitcoin blockchain. It has its own native token, which is called the Raven or RVN. You can receive it, you can send it to other addresses just like a Bitcoin. But on top of that, the additional functionality that set the Ravencoin you can say set it apart from the Bitcoin is that you can issue your own assets or your own custom tokens according to your own business needs into the Ravencoin blockchain. So the question is that why you want to issue these custom tokens in the Ravencoin blockchain. So maybe there are many companies who want to issue their shares as the blockchain tokens into the Ravencoin blockchain. Or similarly, in Ethereum, you can issue the custom tokens using the ERC20 contracts. But in Ravencoin, there are no ERC type tokens because the token that you can create, the custom tokens that you can create into the Ravencoin, that functionality is the part of the blockchain itself. In Ethereum, you have to write a custom ERC20 based token. So in this walkthrough, I'm going to show you how you can set up a custom token in the Ravencoin blockchain. So the first step is that you must have a Ravencoin wallet already set up with sufficient Ravens in your account. As you can see that I have around 23,000 Ravens in my wallet. This wallet is connected with the testnet, and all of these Ravens are Ravens for testing purpose. I got it from different sources. I have a very detailed video how to with step-by-step instructions how to set up Ravencoin wallet on your computer. The link is in the description of this video. You can check out that video if you are new to Ravencoin. So the first thing is that you must set up the wallet, and then you must have some sufficient Ravens into your account. The thing is that you need some Ravens in your wallet is because to set up a custom asset into the blockchain, you need at least 500 Ravens in your blockchain, in your wallet. So these 500 Ravens will be consumed or you can say reduced from your wallet, and then a custom asset is deployed into the blockchain. So there are two ways to deploy a custom asset or a custom token into the Ravencoin blockchain. The first way is that you use the graphical interface of your wallet. As you can see that I have this graphical interface. And the second way is that if you have deployed your Ravencoin wallet as a background process on your computer or maybe on the cloud computer, you have to use the CLI or command line interface to send a transaction to create a custom asset into the blockchain. The GUI version is a little bit easier because you don't have to understand the CLI command structure. All you have to use is the GUI interface to create your asset. So on the left side, you can see that there is a link called Create Asset. If I click on that link, and you can see that on this interface there is a drop down. If I click the drop down, it will show me different asset types that I can set up into the Ravencoin blockchain. My computer is a little bit slow. Anyway, you can see that there are different asset types that you can set up into the Ravencoin blockchain. There's a main asset. So this is the asset that we are going to deploy right now. This is you can say a custom asset or custom token that you can set up into the blockchain, and you can see that it's going to require at least 500 Ravens to be consumed to set up this main asset into the blockchain. So you must have at least 500 Ravens into your wallet. There are other asset types, for example, sub assets, unique assets, the qualifier assets, the restricted asset. I'm going to do another video after this video on the restricted asset. Restricted asset gives you more control on the users or the addresses who can receive these tokens from your from your company address. So you can say that you have more controls on the addresses who can receive the token or who can own those tokens. In the Ethereum blockchain, I mean, these are called the security tokens. So I'm going to do another video, and once I've done that, I will update the description of this video and give you the link of that video. Anyway, we are going to select the main asset, and the second thing that you need to provide is a unique name of your asset. Now the thing is that the name of your asset must be unique into the Ravencoin blockchain. So you can test the availability of the name by entering the name into the text box and click on the check availability, and the wallet will check the availability of this name into the blockchain. Surely, I mean, somebody has already taken this name, so the wallet will give you the information that the asset name is already in use. So I'm going to use some unique name, for example, Megatech 100. Hopefully this name should has not been taken before. So if I again check the availability of this name, the wallet will again check the availability in the blockchain, and it will give me a message that the name is available. So valid asset means that the name is available, and you can set up your own custom asset into the blockchain with this name. The next information you need to provide is the number of tokens that you want to mint. For example, I can enter any number. For example, 100,000 tokens initially that I want to mint into the blockchain. So when this transaction will be sent to the blockchain, and asset with the Megatech 100 asset is being created into the blockchain, 100,000 tokens will also be minted. And the second information that you need to provide is the units. It's basically how much in the fractions the token can be divided. Right now the setting is 0. That means that each token is a whole token. You cannot divide it into the fraction. But if I enter, for example, change this value to 2, that means that a single token can be divided into 100 smaller fractional tokens. So the maximum number that you can specify is 8. So the token can be divided into 8 fractional numbers. So for this demonstration, I'm going to select 2. So the token can be divided into, a single token can be divided into 100 subtokens. Another information is the reissuable. That means that later on, if you want to increase the quantity of this token, you will be able to do that. If I uncheck it, that means that once the token has been deployed into the blockchain, you cannot increase or decrease this quantity that has already been deployed, or you can say that the quantity will be locked. So for this demonstration, we will keep it checked, and there are some other information that I will discuss a little bit later. So anyway, my form is ready, and if I click on the create asset, now that will send a transaction to the blockchain. It will create an asset with this name, and initially that many 100,000 tokens will be minted into the blockchain, and once that is done, my wallet will automatically be updated with that information. So I'm not going to do that with this graphical interface. I'm going to use, I will show you how to use the GUI version, because the command line interface version, how to use the command line interface, because in the command line you will have more options to customize your token. So there are two ways to send the RPC or the command line interface commands to the Ravencoin wallet. Either you will be using the GUI version of your wallet, you will be sending those commands through your GUI version, of the wallet, or maybe if you have deployed your wallet on the remote or the internet, the cloud computer, so you will be using another utility. If I go into the directory where I have extracted the wallet software, there's a pin directory. If I open this pin directory, there is a command line interface utility called Ravencoin. So using this command line utility, you will be sending your commands to the local wallet, or maybe the wallet that is deployed on the internet on a cloud computer. Again, I have a very detailed video with all the details, how to use these, how to set up your wallet on local computer or the remote computer, and how to access your remote computer using the command line interface. So the link is in the description of this video. You can check that video for more details. So in this demonstration, I will be using the command line interface. If I go into the help and click on the debug window, so this will give me the, you can say, a command line interface from my GUI. It's exactly the same command, or the syntax of the command will be exactly the same. So you can use this window from your GUI version, or maybe you can use the Ravencoin command line utility to send this command to your wallet. So back in the GUI console window, and the command to issue new assets into the blockchain is issue. If I take the help of this command, and the interface will show me the full details of this command, and if I scroll up, and you can see that this is the full syntax of this command. All right, anyway, so the command name is issue, and then there are some required parameters like asset name, quantity, and some optional parameters. And the help says that issue an asset, sub-asset, or unique asset. Asset name must not conflict with any existing asset, as I already described. Units as the number of decimal precision for the asset, 0 for the whole units, 8 for the maximum precision. Reusable is true or false for whether additional units can be issued by the original issuer. If issuing a unique asset, these values are required and will be defaulted to, for example, quantity is equal to 1, units is equal to 0, and reissuable is equal to false. So if you don't provide the quantity with your issue command, there will be only one token that will be minted. And then these are the details of the arguments that you can pass on with this asset command. Asset name, quantity, to address is basically, if you provide the to address, so all the new tokens that will be minted will be issued to this address. So most probably, I mean, you have already decided the public address of your token. Using the GUI wallet, you can easily create that account and get that public address. And if you provide that public address along with the issue command in this parameter, all the new tokens that will be minted will be issued to this address. Then there are many other parameters, for example, the IPFS related parameters. So in this parameter, you can pass on the IPFS hash address of your documents. Maybe if you are a company and if you are issuing some tokens into the blockchain, maybe ICOs or the restricted asset or the security tokens. So there will be a legal requirement that you must attach some legal documents with that asset. So the first thing is that you upload those documents into the IPFS blockchain, get that IPFS hash address, and then pass on that hash address along with the issue command. Okay, let's construct our issue command. For that, let's go into command text editor. You can see that I have already copied the command. The parameters that you need to provide is, the first parameter that you need to provide is the name of the asset. Just make sure that all the characters are uppercase and this name is unique. And the next parameter you need to provide is the number of tokens that will be issued initially when this asset will be created into the blockchain. And the next information that you can provide, which is also optional, is a to address. So if you don't provide this address, then what happens is that in your wallet a new account with a public and private key will be created, and these tokens will be issued to that address. But if you want to control that address and you want to specify your own address, so the first thing is that let's go back in the wallet, and if I click on the file and click on the receiving addresses, so all the addresses or all the accounts that are set up with this wallet will be listed over here. You can see that you can choose any one of these addresses, or you can create a new account with the public and private keys, and then you have to select that account's public key. Just copy that address and just paste it over here. So now what happens is that when these new tokens will be issued, those tokens will be issued to this public address. Just make sure that if you are providing your own public addresses, that address you are actually you have the private key of this account, that account is already set up in your wallet or maybe some other wallet. Just make sure that you are in the custody of the private key of this account, because if these tokens will be issued to some address and you are not the owner of that address, then all the tokens will be issued. You will not have any control on these newly issued tokens. All right, so all other information is optional. Just copy this command and coming back in the CLA interface and going into the debug window, and if I paste this command, and all I have to do is to press the enter. All right, so error is that my wallet is locked. So when you are setting up your wallet, you can lock your wallet with a password. So what happens is that if you are performing some critical operation like sending up your Ravens or issuing new tokens, you have to unlock your wallet. So I'm going to unlock that wallet. To unlock the wallet, you have to give this command, the wallet passphrase. Enter your password, which is in my case this one, and then you have to enter the number of seconds the wallet will be unlocked. For let's suppose I give 1000 seconds. If I enter it, it will give me the null, and that means that my wallet is now unlocked for next 1000 seconds. Again, you can check out my video. All the details of this is given into that video. Okay, let's copy this command again, and let's now enter it again, and this time the transaction will be sent to the blockchain, and this transaction name will be shown. I think my internet connection is not working at the moment, so let me check my internet connection. Okay, I just reconnected my internet connection, and you can see that in my wallet the transaction is executing into the blockchain. If you click on the transactions tab, it will list all the transactions that has been sent through this wallet, and you can see that this particular transaction which is going to issue new assets into the blockchain is being executed into the blockchain. This question mark is indicating that there's no yet the wallet has not get the confirmation from the blockchain that the transaction has been settled into the blockchain. So depending on the network speed, it's going to take some time. Usually it takes 1 minute, but it can take a little bit longer for the transaction to get settled into the blockchain. So just wait for the transaction to get settled, and you can see that there are a couple of transactions that has been issued. The first transaction is the asset issued. This is one transaction, and then there's another transaction which is going to reduce my 500 Ravens from my wallet. So I'm going to pause the video, and once the transaction is settled, I will show you what happens, how the wallet is set up accordingly. Okay, just come back, and you can see that the transaction has been executed, and this mark is indicating that the transaction has got 3 confirmation from the blockchain. Usually after 6 confirmation, the transaction is fully settled into the blockchain. But even if a confirmation is received, that indicates that the transaction has been executed into the blockchain. So right now I have received 3 confirmations from the blockchain. And if I go on the overview page and if I write the name of the asset that I have created, and you can see that the list is showing that the asset has been created and the wallet is configured with the asset in the blockchain, and you can see that many tokens has been minted for this asset. So the asset is deployed into the blockchain, and your wallet is also updated with this new asset that your wallet owns into the blockchain. You can see that you have 100,000 tokens into the blockchain with this within this asset, and your RBN or Raven amount is also updated. 500 Ravens were consumed to deploy this custom asset into the blockchain. And the next thing is that you can start transferring these assets right away to your users. All you have to do is to go on the transfer asset tab, enter the asset name that you want to send, which is Megatech, and you can see that the wallet is showing that you have 100,000 tokens into these assets that you can transfer to other addresses. Then you enter the public address of the user you want to transfer these assets to, and then in this tab you enter how many tokens you want to send. For example, 1,000. So let's transfer this asset to my own second address. Let's take any address from here and enter over here. So this is the public address to where you want to transfer your 1,000 tokens. You can enter some memo, which is just a text field. You can enter anything into this memo, and just click the send button. It's going to ask for the passphrase, which is your password for this wallet. In my case, this is my password, and click on the enter, and the wallet is going to ask for the confirmation. Just click on yes, and that will send a transaction to the blockchain. If I go to the transactions tab, and you can see that the transaction has been started, has been sent to the blockchain. It's waiting for the confirmation, and once that transaction is executed, your wallet will be updated with the new balance. So that means that whatever amount you send will be sent from your wallet to the receiver. So that is the end of this presentation. In this presentation, we see that how to deploy a custom asset into the Ravencoin blockchain.